I'm so sorry that I have been gone for a while. I have not been uploading content. I've been so distracted with real life, with being a mom. So I've been dating this guy, guys, and I really like this guy. I really liked him. I had to call it quits because I realized while I was dating him, I felt like I was kind of raising him. So these are like the biggest signs, sis, that you're raising him instead of dating him. So what I mean is that basically while you're dating this person, you're kind of raising them at the same time to be who you want them to be. You need to let him go, especially if you're raising him. And the sign number one is that you're constantly telling him what to do, how to do it, and how do you expect it to be done. You're basically raising him. So when I was dating this guy, what I've noticed is that I would have to tell him like, hey, can you prioritize me? Because he has such a busy work schedule. So I would be like, hey, can you prioritize me? Can you at least call me more? Can you at least reach out more so I don't feel like I'm giving you my all? And he would tell me like, hey, I'm doing the best that I can. Like, I'm reaching out to you, I'm prioritizing you. But you gotta understand, I'm really busy. I have this really crazy work schedule. I would constantly have to tell the guy that I was dating to basically call me more, reach out to me more. I would have to tell him, hey, I really appreciate when men be like, how are you? How you feeling? Things like that. I would have to tell him what to do, and it was such a turn off because I would tell him and he's like, I'm doing everything for you, I'm doing the best that I can, you know, basically love bombing me. Like, I would call it quits with him and he would come back trying to chase me, beg for me, basically love bomb me, and it would go back to the same thing. And I would tell him, I'm like, I feel like I'm raising you, I feel like I'm telling you to be what I want, how I want you to be. And he just couldn't get it right. At least for me, he could not get it right. So if you're dating someone or if you're in a relationship with someone and you're constantly telling them what to do consistently and things are not changing, things are not progressively getting better in the relationship, that's kind of a sign that you are raising him. Because ladies, a real man is gonna understand what to do without it being said. What's understood don't gotta be explained, ladies. So if you're constantly telling him or you're nagging to him or you're complaining to him or you're kind of begging him, forcing him, pleading him like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this? Can you do that? Be more of a man, put in more effort, you know, show up more consistency. You're not really dating him because you're kind of raising him. You're kind of already telling him what to do. You are forcing him to be what you want him to be. And if he just can't get it right, sis, you gotta let him go. It's so mentally draining and it's so mentally frustrating. Like, it's so frustrating to waste your time on someone to be how you want them to be or to be how they should be as a man. They still don't get it. They still don't understand. They still not getting better at it. So that's a big sign. Another sign, I really believe that you're raising him instead of dating him, is like, you and him, y'all can't have uncomfortable conversations. And that is such a turn off for me. What is such a turn off for me in a man is when he's not emotionally intelligent in the mind. Like, you guys can't have uncomfortable conversation. Like, everything that you tell him, like, be more consistent, you know, reach out to me more, or this was bothering me, and he's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, yeah, I understand. That's it. That's all he gives you. You know, he doesn't communicate effectively. Like, every conversation you guys have is kind of like surface level, and that is such a turn off to me. When I was dating this person, I'm just like, why can't you talk more? Like, why can't you really say how you feel? He gives me like 1 word, 2 words answers, and that is such a turn off because I felt like I was dating a wall. I felt like I was by myself when I was with him, so I might as well be by myself and have peace. And that's another thing, ladies. Like, if you're constantly trying to have a real conversation with a man and it's just going one ear and out the other, maybe it's because he don't understand it. He's not understanding, he's not comprehending anything that you're saying. It's because he's emotionally, mentally, he's very immature. He's incapable of being with a grown woman like you. He still has a lot of growing to do. He still has a lot of evolving to do, and you're not about to raise him because his mom failed to do so. So that is a big sign that you're raising him instead of dating him. What I realized is that you kind of justify his behavior. You make excuses for his poor actions. Like, if he's not calling you enough, if he's not showing up for you, he's not showing out for you, he's not putting in effort, he's not showing you how much he appreciates you, how much he prioritizes you, how much he wants to be with you in your life. Because let me tell y'all something, When y'all get in a relationship with someone, men or women, I don't care, the beginning of y'all relationship, that's like the honeymoon stage. It really is. That's when you guys just can't get enough of each other. That's how it should be in the beginning of your relationship. And if it's nothing like that and you are having a hard time getting through the dating stages with him or early relationship stages with him, it's just he's not the one. You're not asking for too much. Like, I swear, ladies, you're not asking for too much. You're not asking for the most. You're just asking the wrong person. And that's what I realized. When I was dating this guy, I really liked this guy. I was just making excuses for his behavior. Like, oh, he's not consistent because he has a heavy work schedule. And me, I don't care if I have a heavy work schedule. At the same time, I'm a mom, so I get it. I understand. But it takes 30 seconds to reach out to that person. It takes a little bit of effort. That's what's important. It's important to put in effort. It's important to put in consistency. It's important to put in that time. And if that person cannot give you their time, then you are wasting your time and their time. That's just really what it is. Because if they're giving you all these issues in the beginning of your relationship, even if y'all dating, you are walking into a preview of what your relationship will be if it gets really serious. That's just the preview of what you're about to walk into. Ladies, please be careful when you guys are dating someone, especially when you guys are in the beginning stages of getting to know them and feeling are hot and heavy. If things are not going smoothly and you're having these uncomfortable conversations and this man is just not getting it, he's not comprehending, he's not understanding, he's not paying attention, he's not focusing on what needs to be fixed, he's not focusing on solutions, he's just thinking about the problems, he's not growth oriented, he's not relationship focused, that's just not the one. He's still not manly man to be with you. Like, he's still got growing to do. Mentally, he's a child. And honestly, ladies, if y'all dealing with men like that, y'all gotta send his ass to kindergarten because he's not mentally mature to be with a grown, evolved woman like you. And that's what I had to realize. This is like the biggest one, but another reason you're raising him, and this is such a turn off, and this should be a deal breaker, is when you're always paying the bills. You're always picking up the tab. You're always financially helping him out. You know, he don't help you out, but you're the one who's helping him out. You're the one who's paying all the bills. You're the one who's insisting, like, hey, can you take me out to eat? Can you take me out for breakfast? He's broke, or he's not prioritizing you, or he can't waste money on you. You're not even raising him. That's just such a turn off. You're dating a broke person, and dating a broke person, especially when you're in a relationship and you're paying all the bills, not only you're kind of raising him, but it's hazardous. Like, it's hazardous to deal with someone who's broke, who don't got money for you, who don't even prioritize you. I would pay attention to that, lady. Moral of the story is that you never want to raise a man for the next woman. You never want to stay too long when you know it's wrong. You never want to waste your time trying to make this man be what you want him to be, or make him what you expect him to be, or what he expects himself to be. That's how you know you're really raising him and he's just not there. Like, mentally, emotionally, he's still got a lot of evolving to do, and that is not your job to raise him. Just because his family failed to do so does not mean you need to continue to do so. What most likely happens is that you're going to be drained, you're going to be left disappointed, you're going to be left broken hearted, and you're gonna make him better. Maybe you're gonna make him better for the next woman. These are the signs that you're raising him, and there's so many more other signs, but this is just what I realized when I was dating someone, and I will be back for my next video.